Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Body Shop. I am your host, Andre Brick Sinclair. In the studio with me, the lovely Alison Genovese and the wonderful Lorianne Marchese. On the line, we have Adam Silver. Adam, welcome back, buddy. Okay, good. I want to make sure you didn't hang up on me again, you know? All right, so before the break, we were talking about some of the top players in the game, and you mentioned Alicia Marie, who actually did compete at the Fitness Atlantic competition. Now, am I understanding this right? You're actually going to be there April 16th, correct?
Yes, I will be there.
And you're giving away a package, or what exactly are you doing this year?
Yeah, what are these prizes? Because we need to know this.
Okay, that's Lorianne Marchese asking
that. We basically look for potential new models, and we do offer contracts to people we really feel that we can market.
Okay.
So we will be, when it comes to the top winner, then we'll be offering some type of contract most likely.
Awesome.
So.
Now, this contract, is it going to be more towards the supplement line, more towards the print modeling, the editorial?
Well, we are full service. We cover everything. So it's not, our contract is something where we're a manager. And so we cover all aspects of the industry, from TV and film projects to print to editorial, hosting, that type of thing. And we basically, represent, we sign basically these people for representation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what we offer.
Very nice, very nice. I want to ask you just a couple of rapid-fire questions. Okay, so I want you to answer pretty much with the first couple of sentences that pop into your mind as I mention some of the different people that are comprised of the modeling industry. Is that is that fair with you?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we shall see. Let's see.
We'll see.
Tell me the role and the responsibility, and as well as how you feel about an agent.
Well, the agent is responsible. By the way, there's a blurred line between an agent and a manager.
There we go.
That's probably almost a little too much to get into at this point. But specifically, an agent is responsible for getting you work. And, that's what their main responsibility is. They're searching, and, usually they have enough connections in the industry to, basically allow them to, the clients are calling them for the most part. But the thing is that the agent can't sit on their butts, and they have to make an effort to be every day on the phone, cold calling. If calls aren't coming in, it's slow. We're in a recession. We're actually kind of coming out of the recession. We're doing great right now, but back in 2008 was a really slow year.
Right.
You have to get on the phone, and you have to be calling clients. Hey, you got to check out my new model Evan. He'd be great for your new fitness line. Blah blah blah. It's you're selling these people. You are selling these people, and that's the main responsibility.
Manager.
Mm-hmm. And manager is sometimes similar in many cases. It used to be manager was kind of responsible for kind of looking at the overall aspect of what the model or the actor is doing from a business standpoint, and strategically, branding that person. They also are involved in the contracts as well as the agent. So they kind of take a role where they're not exactly searching for jobs, but they get involved when the job is on the line. They kind of get involved in the process at that point.
Okay. Now what about the mother agent?
Okay, the mother agent, that usually, the mother agents were usually people that were in smaller markets, say let's say I had an agency in Minneapolis.
Okay.
That's not exactly the mecca of, modeling. But I may have some great people out there, and what I want to do is kind of groom them first, get them ready, get some, amazing shots of them, test shoots, that type of thing. Get them ready to, if they're in high fashion, walk the runway, or if they're in fitness and athletics, make sure their body's in shape and ready to go. Then you take them to New York and bring them to, some of the agencies. And what happens is that, let's say Silver Model Management wants to take on somebody from Minneapolis. Then what happens is that the mother agency is going to get a small commission out of every job that model books. And the commission comes from the agency, not from the model. Okay?
Okay.
So the agent or the agency loses a teeny bit, a small fraction of their commissions to the mother agent. So there are some people that's all they do, or is just be a mother agent. They scout all over the place for the best models, and they bring those models to New York. And then they basically sell the models to the bigger agencies. And they basically make their money by getting commissions from all those people.
Now,
it's a great business.
You mentioned scout. So what exactly is the role of a scout?
A scout is basically someone that is searching the earth for those great people. They can be anywhere. We have foreign models. We have people from Germany and from Italy, and we get them in on visas and stuff like that. But that scout is responsible for bringing us those good people. And those scouts are compensated. They either get a flat fee or they get a mother agency commission, and get commissions from all those people. So their incentive is to obviously bring in those great people that we can work with.
Okay, I like that. Now, once again, give out that website. For those that are just now tuning in to FTNS Radio here on the Body Shop, just give out that website one more time.
Silvermodels.com.
And the phone number if they want to contact you?
212-966-1717.
That's
and
right.
Go ahead. If they want to submit themselves,
yes,
then they would email their photos and their measurements to newfaces@silvermodels.com. They could also send it in regular mail, but obviously you're going to get a better response through electronic mail.
Awesome.
Okay. Now, Adam, here's a couple of questions that you probably have not been asked before. So that's what I like to do here at the Body Shop. Just kind of throw everybody for a small loop. You know what I mean? Small loop.
All right.
There you go. Have you ever, since you've been doing this for more than 10 years now, okay, so for the better part of a decade, your eye is trained to spot talent like pretty much on site. Have you ever come across where, a first-timer has come up to you, approached you, and was like, hey, you know what? I want to submit some stuff to you. I really don't have anything in my portfolio, et cetera, and, it's kind of brushed off, and have you ever, come into that, and then later on you see that person, you was like, I had the opportunity to do something with you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah, I've had that happen. Every now and then something like that will happen where, you just don't think somebody's, going to make it, and all of a sudden, they make it. I'm pretty sure that if I remember correctly, either one of the people in my office that works with me or he actually came into our office, but I believe the situation actually came to meet with us years ago.
Really?
And, yeah. And it's probably one of the people in my office that he met with.
Okay.
A guy came from another agency, and he rejected him. And, for whatever reasons, just didn't think that either he had the look that was right to market. But, that can happen. And then somebody takes off and they do super amazingly well.
Right. Okay.
So,
if that does happen,
the reality show thing wasn't as big a hit.
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Big shout out to the Real World and Road Rules and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and all that great stuff. While we're out here working real jobs, these people are being famous for partying and trashing hotels.
Right.
Go figure. All right. Now, how likely are you to work with somebody that you would initially turn down in the first part of their, let's say, burgeoning career?
I'd be equally likely to take them on later on. It really depends. Sometimes attitudes about somebody change.
Okay.
Maybe upon first look, they didn't catch your eye right, but later on, they start developing, they start shooting and doing some things to enhance themselves, whatever. And then later on, you're like, whoa, you know what? I think maybe I should take a second look at this person. That has happened for sure.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Okay, so since you're going to be at the Fitness Atlantic show this coming April, the 16th, are you going to be backstage, like, taking photos, or are you going to have a booth?
Usually what I do is I like to be mobile, so
Okay.
I probably will be backstage, there to talk to people, to scout, and that's usually what I do. That's kind of my thing. I used to set up booths at these various places, but it's much easier to be able to walk around and scout for people.
Nice.
It's much easier for us. So,
Are you going to be walking around with a camera, or are you just going to, just kind of just be like incognito, and, if you see something that catches your eye, you might just go over and pass out a business card or something like that?
I've been around these shows now, so I think that most people kind of know what I look like.
Right.
I'm 6'3", blonde hair, amazingly chiseled features. Lorianne knows what I look like.
Amazingly chiseled,
We've
huh?
met.
Okay. So I usually do carry around a camera so that I can take some snapshots of somebody.
Okay.
I take down their information. I take some snapshots so I can remember what they look like. And follow up with them later on. And actually, sometimes there are those people that they catch your eye at first, and you think they're great, and sometimes you're not sure. Again, it's so subjective. But yeah, I'll be around there with the camera.
So I guess I'll see you there, huh, Adam?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, we're not promising any contracts or photo shoots, but Lorianne will be there, Adam.
Yeah, we'll just be there, We are competing, so.
All right. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. I'm not gonna do that to you. Hey, Adam, I'd like to thank you very much for your time. Thank you for calling into the Body Shop right here on FTNS Radio. It was a great interview. We look forward to seeing you April 16th at the Oakdale Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you can reach Adam at silvermodels.com. You can call him on the number, which is 212-966-1717. Hey, Adam, you have any parting words?
The modeling industry can be a tough industry, but there's nothing wrong with giving it a shot and sending in your photos. You just never know. Some people, you just never know. So some people have a tough time judging themselves, to be very honest. Sometimes they think they're amazing and they're not so great.
Hey, man, don't crush our listeners' dreams and hopes now. Come on.
They have some hope.
Oh, man, they had some hope, and then here they go, silvermodels.com. Come down there, they told me I was ugly. I look like Quasimodo.
Gotta have the whole package, right, Adam? The whole thing.
That's right, absolutely. But definitely give it a shot. Don't sell yourself short. Give it a try.
That's right. And if you're wondering who he is, he's 6'3", blonde hair, amazingly chiseled. So that's who you look for. He'll be backstage at the Fitness Atlanta competition April 16th, right there at the Oakdale Theater with a camera, looking for new models. Adam, Once again, thank you very much for calling in to the Body Shop. We appreciate you, and we'll see you April 16th.
And thank you so much.
Sounds good. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, Lorianne.
I have it on mute.
I have you on mute. Okay. All right, we're going to take you off of mute. Allison, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Man, I'm just curious, So we just had Adam Silver on the line, and, he was talking about walking around and scouting for new models, scouting for new talents, Does that seem like something that you might be interested in?
Yes, of course. I mean, that's always an aspiration when you're in this industry. You work hard to, get into these competitions and things like that, hoping for photo shoots and you know, you never know where it's going to take you, but that's definitely something I think all of us that
Yeah,
are
we
in the
all do,
fitness industry are looking for.
Okay, so now your trainer, Lorianne, she's shot with, you know, a few different photographers and a couple agencies and stuff like that. But let's be honest here, okay? You're going to be competing against you know, I mean, you know, let's put it out
Bring
there.
it on, Allison.
What are you trying
Come
to
on.
say? What are you trying to say here?
I mean, I'm just trying to say, you know, you both look great. You know, you're both in amazing shape. Okay, two beautiful women, and we will be, you know, live on the podcast one of these days. But, you know, like, what if it comes down to you against her for the overall title? I mean, you know, all of that friendship has to go out the window.
You know, on the stage,
Yeah.
we are not friends.
Okay.
Hey, I got to put it out there. I got to put it out
Collective gasp.
there. What are you going to do? I mean, you know, I doubt that will ever happen. We're going to be in two different classes. But if it ever were to happen, you know, we got each other's backs. We're happy for each other. I mean, she's brought me a long way, and I couldn't be where I am today without her. So I'm very appreciative to that.
Aww.
I'm building that body, Allison.
Okay.
I'm building my body, your body. I'm building a lot of bodies.
Okay, so Lorianne, so with you building a lot of bodies and with Allison saying, you know, on the stage you're not friends, and, you know, of course we know it was a joke. Okay. You know, but like, are you really giving her all of your knowledge? Considering the fact, because Allison doesn't think that it's possible that you guys can compete for the overall. You know what I mean? But she can win her class. She can win an open class. You can win your class. You can win the open class. And then, you know, it comes down to, you know, one of you is getting a ticket to go to Canada to compete with the WBFF. Now, I mean, I understand this is your friend, you know, so there's somebody to help you pay your bills, but are you really giving her everything you got or what?
Answer this wisely there, Lorianne.
I have to pause a little bit.
Come on.
The way I really, really feel is, you know, I wish like a few years ago that someone was there when I wanted to do this, and I didn't. I had no one there for me, you know, and I had to do everything myself, and to be able to help her like that, it's like, it's just awesome. And if it comes down that she actually wins, it's like I feel like I won too. It's just one big win, and you know, if she wins, I think I would be like on the floor crying because you know I helped her from the ground up.
So now when you say the ground up, what does that mean? The next day in training class, what we gonna get?
She's gonna go in the front of the class and train me.
There you have it. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, my in-studio guests, Lorianne Marchese, Allison Genovese. On the line, we had Adam Silver of silvermodels.com. Once again, you can reach him at 212-966-1717. I am your host, Andre Brooks Sinclair. I want to thank you for letting me into your airwaves. Right here, you're listening to The Body Shop on FTNS Radio. I'll see you when I see you.